Should you watch Netflix's Bulbbul? Bulbbul released on 24th June and it's produced by Anushka Sharma. It's the third movie in her, trilogy of movies about social injustice towards women. The first was Pari, the second was Filori. So, Bulbbul is about child marriage, a very sensitive and very real topic. It's directed by Anvita Dutt, who's a first time director. It's got a good cast of Rahul, Bose, Tripti, Dimri, Avinash, Tiwary, both from Laila Majnu. It's also got Pauli and Parambrata Chatterjee from Kahani. And the cast is this movie's biggest strength. Rahul Bose, in almost every scene that he's in, completely steals the show. Like, you can't stop looking at him when he's performing on screen. The other actors, well, they're good actors, but there's nothing like really noteworthy that they've done in the movie. And Anvita Dutt, this being her first movie, has tried a few different things, a few new things as far as camera work goes. But overall, the movie it's mediocre to good, to okay. Okay, not even good. It's mediocre to okay because it tries to be both things and it fails to be both things good enough. So as a movie about child marriage, it starts off strong. And right at the beginning, you realize, okay, this is going to be uncomfortable. So if it had stuck with just one theme and went with that, it might have done well. But Bollywood typically doesn't respond well to movies about sensitive topics or social evils. And that's why they brought in the supernatural element, at least I feel. Because you see a bit of it in the beginning, then you see a bit of it at the end, and you're just like, dude, this was so pointless. They should have just not included anything supernatural. And the explanation for the supernatural things that are happening is very bad. I mean, you can suspend some disbelief. You can be like, okay, this is possible in some cases. But the way that it's carried out is just, it feels very ham-handed. And you're just like, okay, that I'm expected to believe that is how it happened and that's how it works. There's so many holes in the supernatural parts of the story. But leave aside the fact that it was marketed as a supernatural movie, because it's not a supernatural movie. Focus on the point that it's trying to make, which is about child marriage. And in that regard, it does a really good job. But that's mostly driven by Rahul Bose's performance. The first act of the movie starts fairly strong and it maintains its momentum till about 35-40 minutes into the movie when the second act begins. It's when the second act begins that the movie loses pace. You stop caring about the characters, you stop caring about the people talking, and you're just like, show me something interesting. But the second half concludes on a very powerful note. And then the third act is just like, TK, whatever, it's going on and it has a very, very dull ending. And it just feels like they slapped on an ending because they ran out of ideas of what to do at that point. But all of that said, Anvita Dutt has done a fairly good job as her first directorial effort. Overall, on my G scale, I would give Bulbbul 3 out of 5. And a lot of that is because of Rahul Bose's performance. Otherwise, the movie could easily have been bad, despite all the excellent camera work and the different attempt to shoot it in a different way. The movie could easily have been very dull if it wasn't for Rahul Bose's performance. But with that said, the other good things about the movie are its editing. It's very tightly done. The whole movie is just 1 hour 35 minutes long. So if you want to watch it once, definitely give it a watch. It's totally worth that one-time watch. But if it were longer, say if the movie was 2 hours or 2.5 hours, like typical Bollywood movies, I would not recommend anyone watch it. Which is why I think Bulbbul is worth a watch once at least. So go give it a watch and tell me what you thought about the movie in the comments. If you have any other ideas for movies that I can review in the coming episodes, feel free to drop it in the comments and I'm happy to take a look at it. And don't forget to like, subscribe and smash that bell icon, because you need to smash that bell icon and you need to smash like, because if you don't, you won't get notified when I put out another video.